how was it back then in this situation? Where did you find your courage to do it, to really push the email forward?
Okay, well, you have to realise that at the time, we know now that this was a huge story. We had a suspicion at the time that this was going to be really big. But at the time, you're a journalist, you're doing lots and lots of stories, and there's all sorts of things happening within the newsroom. One of the things that was hugely important at the time was working with my colleagues. So this was very much a team effort. We were involved in a very tense period of history. We knew that. We knew that there was a lot of pressure towards war and intervention in Iraq, and so we knew we had to do this very, very quickly. And I think, in a way, this film is a tribute to old-fashioned journalism.
Yeah, it's like really like Watergate and all these Robert Redford movies. No. But do you think that, when you saw the movie the first time, did you kind of relive it for a second time?
Yes, because it is a very accurate portrayal of, particularly of journalism, and I can't really speak for GCHQ because I've never been in GCHQ, but the depiction of journalism in that period is very accurate, and it's not just me that's saying that. I think a lot of journalists that have seen the film have said that it's a very accurate portrayal of what happened, and that's really a tribute to the director who was insistent on interviewing us in detail about exactly what happened and staying as close to real events as possible. So I hope I really hope it's as accurate as possible, a portrayal of those events.
And how about investigative journalism? How can it survive? Because today, maybe Me Too, online journalism is all the way. It's just like gossip and headlines.
Yeah, it's very different. Things have changed, and I think things are very different. And I feel for this generation of journalists. I think it is much harder in many ways, because at least we knew that if we caught politicians in a lie, it mattered. Even Bush and Blair had a certain concept of honour that meant that if you found that they were not telling the truth, it mattered to them. We now live in a world where maybe that's not quite the case, that politicians are prepared to tell untruths
because
almost as policy.
Because they were already caught telling.
And they don't.
Yeah.
They simply work within this surreal world of post-truth, I think we call it. So I do think we're in a very different situation. But at the same time, there will always be journalism, right? There will always be a human need for stories to be told, and everything from gossip through to investigative journalism is valid. We all want stories to tell, whether it's simply a little bit of gossip to tell your friends that you know